Gotta make sure the job's done. I'ma stay here smoking my weed till the cops come. Few jeans and my watch on. And stop made the beat, so you know I think I got one. Online like a .com. Got everything you need plus love if you got none. Gotta make sure the job's done. I'ma stay here smoking my weed till the cops come. Roll another one. Gotta use a grinder, cause the weed so sticky like a honey bun. You ain't want none, well it's more for me and her, cause the weed so sticky like a honey bun. You ain't want none, well it's more for me, and I'm glad that you ain't being troublesome. There's a tux, no cumberbund. Steven made the beat, so you know I get it troublesome.
We shaking this your man Alpha Man, aka Pepe Alphonso. You know it's the world. We here on that good old down called Dricanhippie podcast show. Make sure you tap in, nigga.
Peace, YouTube. You know what time it is. Welcome back to the Dark Called Dricanhippie show. Folks.
Dark Called, man.
Y'all see him in the hottest hippie in the room, Dricanhippie, of course. And y'all see what we doing, man. We just lounging. Regular shit. I'm about to bust their ass in some pool. But we got a special guest in the building, man.
Word.
January 28th at the FaceOff movie. Me and Bizzle versus
Hollywood.
Come this way. We got Alpha Man in the building, aka Pepe Alphonso. What's going on, bro?
Chillin', you know. Appreciate y'all for showing some hospitality, some love. You know, I'm excited for this event, man. Real talk. I'm interested to see how this comes together. You know,
Yes, sir.
To hear Bizzle speak on it and Dizzy speak on it. You know, to see that they really are like. They really battling, you know what I mean? They really here to show out and really put something together for the city and really do it up. So, you know, I'm being a building.
I felt like their catalog was super dope, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, let me get these two artists together and as far as we getting them together, let's get people that they respect as artists as well.
Oh yeah.
So that's when your name came along, you know what I mean? Phonzerelli, you know what I mean? The big Fonz, you know what I mean? So, yeah, just like you said, you excited.
January 28th.
January 28th.
Yeah, get your tickets, man.
That's a fact. So, give the people, don't give them all your secrets, give the people what you got in store for the night.
I mean, I'm just gonna do like a bunch of an array of different songs, you know what I mean? I got a lot of work that I put out towards the end of the last year, so I'm just gonna dip and dab, try to show these niggas really where I've been at and what I've been doing with this music thing.
Set the move right.
For real, you know, gotta let them know,
That's a fact. And as y'all see in the intro, we had one of his latest releases as Job Done.
You know
what I mean? Off the latest album. What's the album called?
Phonzerelli.
I said it. That dropped December 31st?
Yeah.
Right before the New Year.
Facts.
Going into the New Year, yeah.
Yeah, it had to.
So how you been feeling about the response to that?
I think it's been from my perspective, it's been love. You know what I mean? I don't think in my perspective that there's like a downside to it, because I do this thing for the art.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I was proud of what I had put out, what I had given. And I think it showed. And I think the response that I got was that, they saw the work. You know what I mean? And I think that mostly, it speaks for itself. When you see somebody producing, you can't really knock when they putting out or executing shit. You know what I mean? So I hope that the response was pure love and all genuineness. You know what I mean? Because we be working hard over here at Alpha World.
Yeah,
straight up.
Was that the only project you dropped last year?
Nah. That was the end of the year joint. I dropped
Too many to count.
So
I'm not gonna lie.
we gonna the top of the, like not the top of the year, but you know towards the top of the year, I had shout out my man Bernard the Bastard and my man S. Grant. You know, those are the two producers over at Alpha Recording Company. And you know, we did 4 tapes. I did Clandestine, Castillo Royale, Private Reserve 2. I can't think of the other one. It's Stoner Bebop. That was the top of the year.
What's the one that's all white with
the clocks? Oh, shout out my man Weis Genius, bro. Shout out my brother, man.
No, we gonna get
shout out my brother Weis Genius, bro. Shout out that man, bro. Shout out that man.
What's the name of that project?
That one's called World Intel.
World Intel.
Yeah.
Producer on the project?
Those producers, ATG, Mo Dollars, and S. Grant. You know what I mean? Those are the people we work with. Yeah, man. Yeah, honestly, I've been thankful enough to have networked my way into some good hands when it comes to beat production. Mm-hmm. So, you know, shout out those guys. If y'all, you know, you need a pack, go see them boys, you know.
There you go.
And we're gonna continue the conversation. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna be right back. Y'all caught us in the middle of talking NBA. You know what I mean? The NBA is different. We sitting here watching Golden State against San Antonio.
Right.
Yeah, in the Alamo Dome. That's crazy.
And they got 95 points in the third quarter with 5 minutes left. That's crazy. That's crazy.
They about to score 145.
For real, bro.
That's crazy.
The average score in the NBA is like 120. Like,
it's different. Right
122
now.
Is some shit.
They said is at the highest in history. The most players in history averaging 30 this season.
That's wild.
It's like 6, 7 players averaging 30.
I think it's
like 11 or 12, some shit like that.
In the last 3 seasons, I can name like 4 players who were probably averaging 30 through the season.
Yeah.
But we back at it, man, with Phonzerelli, man.
Facts.
Alpha man, you know what I mean?
Right, fresh off the pool table.
Yeah, that's a fact. Y'all saw us right there where we last kicked off. He was talking about his last latest project that he released, you know what I'm saying? And we got into him talking about his last projects. But am I getting this number right? Did you drop 10 projects in 2022?
Correct.
Wow.
He dropped 10 projects.
It's 12 months in a year.
That's a fact.
I'm just saying.
28 in total since 2020?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And counting.
Yeah, ain't counting, bro.
I got a lot of shit to listen to.
Nah, that's a fact. And like he was saying when we was sitting in the car, we was, you know, we had to smoke, you know what I mean? We gotta respect the space, man. Ain't no smoking in here, man. You know what I mean?
You
but
know
y'all tuned in with the Don Coy and D-Week and Hippie show.
And we are the smokers.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But damn, where I was gonna go, like he was saying, is so much continuity to his music that there's not really any songs that you can skip.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, while I was going through the catalog, I just kept pressing the heart button. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
this song has been added to your like songs. You know what I'm saying? So
like
where you get that work ethic from, bro? Like,
oh man,
10 projects in 1 year, that's crazy town to me.
I appreciate that. First off,
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I mean, cause I say that because we do a podcast,
right?
And if I could, I think it's in this book. If I could find the number, bro, I'ma tell you, we work hard too, right?
Word.
We dropped 43 episodes of the Don Coy and D-Reek and Hippie show, and 27 episodes of the Smokers.
Yeah.
Last year, you know what I'm saying? So that's close to like 80 episodes.
Yeah, bro, that's
you know what I'm saying? So
I mean 70.
When I'm looking at your shit, I'm like, damn, 10 and 12 months, bro.
10 and 12 months.
That's crazy. And then
it's not one song.
No, and then he dropped visuals and everything to go along with his shit.
Bro.
So where you get that work ethic from?
It's really just like natural. I'm not forcing anything. I've been blessed with the gift to be descriptive in my words. or you know, in my verbiage. I've been blessed to be able to have an eclectic vocabulary to express what may be your day to day too.
Right.
You know what I mean? It may be something you relate to. It may be a moment or idea that I said something and it could have, you know, spanned. And that's really what my projects become. A lot of the titling that you get is the main focus or the main thought process during my creation.
Okay.
A lot of the time, I'll try and plan out, this title, because these ideas pop into my head.
Yeah.
But when I come to make the music or when I start that recording process, by the time I get to the end, sometimes what I created don't match.
Doesn't match. Yeah.
And I gotta
You got
either go
a
back.
whole different view now.
Right. You know what I mean? And sometimes I have to sit with it.
Yeah.
And really like.
There you go.
And really like really mull it over, because I want the point that I'm making in the music to resonate with what the titling is, because when I was coming up and when I was growing up, that was something that was something, so to say, important to me.
Went hand in hand.
Artist, you know what I mean? Like,
That's a fact.
My favorite artist, maybe the title may not have jumped out at me, but the cover art might have jumped out at me, right? But
And back then you had the book with the album, so
right. So then you got the other pictures on the inside, right? So
Blueprint 2, one of my favorites.
The visual from where the artist is stemming
right. That's a fact.
their inspiration from, you know
And that's
what I mean?
missing.
So that's really where the work ethic comes from, in a sense. And then also, I hated when my favorite artists always dropped a single, man. Like, that shit bugged me. Because guess what, right? You just dropped an album. All right, cool. We've been listening to this album for 6 months now. Oh, here you come with a single. Ooh, this single fire. Nah, I gotta run this single into the ground.
For 6 months.
For
6
another
months.
half a year.
Until you maybe drop another single, maybe give us the visual to that single before we even know what the name of the album is.
Yeah.
I think that's one reason J. Cole became one of my new favorites. Like, in the past, what are we saying now, 15 years now, almost?
10, 12 years, something
right?
like that.
Because even when he dropped small projects, it wasn't like he'll drop 4 tracks.
He'll
loosely, so it's
enough
like
to be like,
he'll be like,
red, bro.
Yo, I'm play these back, bro. Oh, this nigga album about to be crazy. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
bro.
As opposed to like, here, check that single.
Here go
So
the
I understand
single.
what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I took a page out of Spitter's book, Currency, Spitter and Dre. He was somebody who had
Fire.
started that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't say where he got it from per se, but that's where I got it from. And seeing how he was releasing music kind of like at will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they all
bro.
embody different ideas, you know what I mean? Although they all stem to certain to in one degree to the same thought process.
Right.
But they were just different breakdowns of this thought process.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
a
what I
fact.
mean? And that's when I was like, nah, fuck it. If he can do that shit, I could do that shit too.
That's a fact.
And honestly, it really started in 2020. Nah, I'll say 2021 because that's when I went on. Most people don't even realize it, but I literally dropped a project every month in 2021.
Yes, sir.
Gee.
Every month. And then came back and then did the 10 for 12 this year. But like, understand that like, I work at a different speed. I work at a different pace. So when by the time y'all even get it, bro, I'm 3 projects.
You already
ahead,
on.
bro.
That's crazy.
I'm moving in an intent, like I said
Talk into the
before.
mic a little for
I'm
me.
moving in an intent, like I said before. Like I want this shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
tell.
doing it in a space of like, yo, I'm trying to do it for any type of validation other than my own.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get to, because you had mentioned that before. You said that you want this. Like, where did that stem from? Like, when did that begin? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna figure it out.
It was young.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, and the thing is like, I had the thought process at like 10, 12.
Right.
Asking my mom and dad for like keyboards, beat machines. And like, I never got those things, but like, it in a weird roundabout way, it gave me that determination and that drive that like, nah, I'm gonna figure this out.
I'm gonna get
knowing that you was musically inclined.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't like a guessing thing. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, like, exposed to it at a young age, growing up in church, parents being a part of not only the choir, my dad playing the drums, just in generally being around rhythm.
Music is in
sound,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's a different, to me, that's a different sound to have come up in, because to hear what a mass choir can do with their voices and the sound, the sonics, you know what I mean? Like, if you grow up, if you've been around or if you heard it, you understand the layering that happens sometimes even in music when you can hear it. You know what I mean?
And you feel that shit.
Right.
It invokes a kind of
different.
feeling.
It's a completely different vibe.
That's why
That's
some
crazy
of the greatest singers started in the church.
bro.
But even some of the greatest rappers, like, they was in the church choir
Exposed,
doing
bro.
something, or they was in the church with their grandma or
Public
something.
speaking,
Yeah.
being in front of people.
We move
That sound
in
is
rhythm.
loud. Yeah, that sound
So
is loud.
if you're going and you're taking that in every Sunday.
Every Sunday, bro. From like infancy to 15, bro.
Yeah.
So it's
If you don't get towards gospel and you get towards what your form of music or genre of music
Mixing
is,
it with your genre of music, you're
right.
like, oh shit.
that's what happens.
I could
So,
put some of this in
I
this.
had got exposed to music at that younger age, at least from a sonic sound point, and being like, okay, I enjoy this. I like doing this. You know what I mean? Probably around like, I'll say like, I'll go like, let's say 12, 13 is when I started to like really kind of pay attention to like, let's say like 106 in Park, BET, even MTV, VH1 early in the mornings and stuff like that. More so as I got older into like music videos, but I was paying attention to the performances.
Yeah, you
know what I
saying.
mean? Like, even with like going back, like MJ, like when he was performing, doing the big shows, early Method Man, early when him and Redman was doing it, when they were a tandem. Snoop when he was coming through, Busta when he had the wild videos that were so just animated.
And
That was one of the first music videos I got exposed to, was Busta Rhymes, the one when he was the Blue
me
Devil
some
in
more.
it.
Oh, give me some more.
Yeah,
yo, bro,
that was one of my favorite artists when I was younger, bro.
That was that video.
If you pay attention to it, it's a dance sequence. And
Yeah, bro.
he was dancing.
The whole situation and how they have it mocked up, for me, is like, it's inspiring. You know what I mean? It's that creative sense that as Nip said, there's no rules to this shit, bro. There's no rules to this shit. So like,
Wild West.
that's really where, and it kind of just blossomed there. You know, like I said, I was kind of determined to like just figure it out. I asked my parents for certain things. I tried to go to like sound and audio engineering school and do such and such. It wasn't until like, I think like I'll say like 03, 04. I had reconnected with my cousin Big Dog. Shout out Big Dog.
What a time
the
to
whole
be alive.
F&F freaking Fresh family. You know what I mean? We had connected and let me not say we weren't like, say it like we weren't connected already, because like me and him, that's really my cousin. Like we really been solid. Like our dads were close growing up and stuff like that. Like we've been solid for a minute. but we had connected in a space where he found out that I did music and I found out that he did music.
Okay.
And that we both had that same passion for it, in a sense of like just genuinely loving the competitive, the sport, the sharpen of the sharpen. You know what I mean? That aspect that was hip hop. And he was like, yo, and we actually, funny shit is, we actually battled one time, and he smoked me. But that's when I realized that like battle rap wasn't for me.
Right.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, but at the same time, he even said to me, he was like, yo, listen, I be going to so-and-so's crib for the studio, like, pull up, we can make some, let's do
music.
some, you know what I mean?
Music.
So I was like, cool. So he put me on with the homie Smitty. Shout out Smitty. Smitty was the first person to put me behind the mic. He was the first person to give me an opportunity to come through with my freestyles over fucking Young Jeezy's Go Crazy beat.
Hey.
and really let me,
Get
go
crazy.
off. And from there, it really just, I was like, this is it.
All right.
This the way I
This
could
is
do
the
music.
right.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is how I'm gonna
that
do it.
aggressive
That-
shit over there.
Whatever this is over here is not for me. This is how I'm gonna
This
do
is
it.
what
This is me, and I'm not can't front no fluff. No. And it really became a way of my life. Now it became a part of my life that, like, my weekends, like I was telling my parents, I moved upstate in 2004 or 2005. So around that time is when I had just kind of started getting in that recording process. So my time was limited when I could be in White Plains,
Right?
Because I was upstate at school, but then like on the weekends I'm there. But like when I'm coming down, like I want to record. So I'm like Monday through Friday, I'm writing
crazy.
I'm crazy writing, and let me not say like I'm forcing stuff. Nah, I'm just finding beats, finding whatever, and I'm just, you know what I mean? It's flowing, and I'm just letting this shit happen. So
I'm glad you mentioned that too, because that was my next question. Like, where does the writing process? You know what I'm saying? You just mentioned what 30? What am I? I don't want to shortchange it. 40 projects?
Nah, 30, like just
In the
about,
past 2 years?
30,
30 plus?
So like, it really stemmed from there, bro. Like, it really stemmed from that being in that limited
what you
time.
had to do.
You know what I mean? And knowing that when I go to the studio, it meant we was working.
Yeah.
Straight to it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Straight to
granted,
it.
we made politic for a hot minute in the beginning, but I knew what I was going there to do.
Right.
And he kind of put it in the same space because like I didn't know how to do a lot of the engineering at that point in my beginning stages. So it was
Nobody
him.
does.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was really doing a lot of all of that mixing and whatever. But I also knew like my man had his own life and has his own things. So right. So when I come here and you tell me, bro, I only got an hour or I only got 2 hours, I gotta maximize on this time. Why? Because I want the most out of it, and I don't want you to feel like I'm coming through to waste your time.
So did that force you to like stand over his shoulder and look at what he's doing?
Nah. It forced me to ask certain questions so that I can get the answers that I needed so that I can do this shit on my own. Not because I didn't want to do it with him.
That's real shit.
You gotta learn every aspect of this art.
I gotta be able to know like I could do this shit by myself.
That's how I learned how to do all this from our first engineer.
You asked the right questions.
Yeah,
what software is this?
Yeah,
Cool.
all that type shit.
What do I need?
What's this? Whoa, what's this? Oh, that's an interphaser? All right, bet. Cool. Because then at one point, like, I went off to college. I ended up having my son. It's just a lot, like, life happened.
Yeah.
And it separated me from the team for a short period of time. And
That's growth.
right. But in that time period, I took what I learned and was like applying it because I was like I said, I'm gonna make this happen, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
I ain't
gonna
giving
figure
up.
this out, bro. You Killer put me on. Smitty put me on. I'd be stupid to not use these tools to continue to at least go to the next step, or at least put myself in a position to show that, like, yo, with nothing, I've made.
Yeah, that's a fact.
By my, with
That's
no
a
complaints.
fact. Yeah.
So
right on my shoulders.
the writing process changed in a sense that I started writing all the time. Because I had the unlimited access now to my own.
Now it's you.
My own whatever. I'm like, oh. So my freshman year of college, like right before my son was born, I think I had went on like a 14 song tear. And this was like in this process of me learning how to engineer myself, learning how I sound.
Basically practice.
Right. I got
Putting
my
those
own
10
mic,
and
everything.
10,000
I was
hours.
using my first microphone. Shout out my baby moms. No, for real, because
Always.
she bought me my first microphone set or whatever, and I to this day respect her for doing that because she saw that I was passionate about something, and she didn't have to do that. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't nothing, whatever, but.
It's the effort and the support that matters more.
And that's what you know what I mean? So my first microphone was a USB microphone that I was straight jacking right into the CPU, right? However it's coming out, it's coming out.
That's what's gonna happen.
Right. I'm doctoring it up. I'm trying to make it sound, to give it my stamp on it.
Yeah.
From there, my son was born. Life happens. We separate. This shit happened. I'm like, all right, I gotta put this shit on hold. Not because I wanted to, but because now I have an obligation to somebody else, and they gotta come first.
Yeah.
And around what year is this?
This is 09.
Okay.
He's born in 09, and.
Oh, you got
It's not that far away.
You got a fresh teenager now.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shout out Face. I love you, bro.
You got a fresh teenager.
So it put me in a space where like I said, I had to put the music on the back burner. It's not that it went away. It's like I had to do other things.
Yeah, that's a
Time
fact.
to prioritize real quick. Bing, bing, bang.
But in the same regard,
that shit tapping you on your shoulder, right?
right. So once he gets to a certain age, I'm like,
self-sustained.
I'm in a space where I'm like, bro,
Here we go.
I got extra time now.
what about
to
this
do
music?
something. Yeah.
What about this music, bro?
get
What
back
about
to
this
work.
music? What about this music? And I was in a relationship at the time, and things was real rocky and bad, and low key, that tap on my shoulder in the back of my subconscious like saved me, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like it saved me, like real saved me on some like, you gonna leave here and not do this?
Yeah.
Oh I bet. And it's like something clicked, and I was like, nah, we know exactly how to do this. Like, why are we acting like we don't know how to do this?
Stop playing.
Nah, legitimately, like.
Playing.
So, I found myself in a position where I was able to really tap in and get myself like the equipment that now what you hear me producing on and be
It should
at the
be
level
sounding
that
crisp,
I'm at.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And really be at that level that I'm trying to excel at.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the writing process changed because it was never that I couldn't, but it changed because I went from writing in a notebook to having to write on the go.
Okay.
And it became a sense of like, I'm always in the studio.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
No matter where you
It don't
at.
matter.
Like when you was saying right here.
I
I
said,
ain't gonna say what you said.
nah, but like,
You know
yo,
what
bro,
I'm
listen,
saying?
I'll go through my phone. All right, look, bro, this is no funny. Like, I'm not even, and it's not a flex. This is the real, bro. Like, this is literally the thumbing. This is the penning that I've been doing. I told you, like, I haven't been in the studio for like a month. This is the penning that I just do on a regular.
It's a lot.
These are the. Every project has a folder with
lot.
all of this.
It's a lot.
I write all my stuff,
It's a
bro.
lot.
There's no ghost writing.
It's a lot.
Nobody writes
It's
for
a
me,
lot
bro.
in that phone.
And it's crazy because you have like a real diverse sound. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, for me, what I pick up is a celebratory sound. Like it's a loud, it's a big sound. Like your songs are built for like arenas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, the intro song "Job Done." You know what I'm saying? And then your visuals to go with it. What goes to your head? Cause you got the suit on and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? What goes? Cause I watched a couple of your videos and they all are super dope. You know what I'm saying?
You.
So what goes through your head with the visuals? Cause from what we gathering from the conversation, you are artist, like a complete artist. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Like you see shit in different ways. You know
Very
what I'm
much
saying? So how did that come about? Cause we kept hearing you throughout that whole dialogue right there. You kept saying at certain points you was like the writing changed. The writing changed. You said that 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
The writing changed in not what I was writing, but the fluidity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
You know what I mean? It became more so. Instead of it went from, and this is the only way I could really like explain it. It went from writing bars to writing time.
Okay.
Okay. Think about this. It went from writing bars to writing time. Because at one point I was trying to match myself with music.
Okay.
Instead of being the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flowing with
I see.
it.
Yeah, time.
So time.
Like Bruce Lee said, be water.
Be water. So
water.
it became a sense of like, now I could really just go through my phone, or let's say S Dot, he'll send me, he work like me really, like he'll send me,
That's what helps
he'll
as
send me
well.
like 25 beats
That's what
in
helps.
a week, bro. Bernard will send me a pack of 10 beats, and you know what I mean? So I'll go and grab
Shout
one
out
of
to the
them, and
production
it don't
teams.
have to be anything.
You not picky.
No, it don't have to be anything, whatever. I know that these gentlemen have put their essence in these
Into
beats,
this, yeah.
and it speaks. Like I don't have
And
to
you feel
force
that
it.
shit, yeah.
Right. It's a feeling process.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I have, I go and select a beat, right, and I pull it up, and I'm like, I'll sit with it. I might be smoking, I might not be smoking. I might be like, oh, I need to smoke to this. It all depends on, no, for real,
What it
because sometimes
makes you
I'll
feel
be,
like.
and when I say I need to smoke to this, that means like I'm probably in the process of finishing a J, ready to cone 2 more because I really need to get into this. Like,
Yeah. That's a
fact.
you know what I mean? So like, it could be like that. And then there's other times where like I could throw something on and I may have something and I'll be like, nope, and come up with something completely brand new. But it's all in that, and it's the time. It's where I'm at. It's never about trying to like I said,
Trying to
create it. You know what I mean? I don't have to create it. Like
It's gonna
That's how people usually, artists usually make music. Like they hear the beats, I can't do nothing with that. So you really looking for something that's like,
Specific,
I need that.
right.
And it's
So
like
what
you
about-
limit yourself when you do that. You know what I'm saying?
So what about the visuals?
Visuals is really so I really write my music sometimes, more so now. There's certain songs that I write with an intention of performance and intention of a visual. Job Done was technically the cornerstone record of the project Phonzerelli. Every project that I create has a cornerstone record.
Okay.
And when I say a cornerstone record, it's the record that I fell in love with enough to be like, this is the essence of what the
That's
record
what
is supposed to
signifies
be.
what
And
the
it's
album
never,
is.
it doesn't always have a visual. So like it does, just because I gave the visual the job done, there could have been another song on it. I'm like, no, this is the cornerstone. You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple of projects that are like that I didn't do a video for, but there was another song on that I was like, this is the essence.
Is it.
You know what I mean? So the visuals really come from as I'm creating the music. So For Your Ears. I don't know if you saw that video.
Yes,
the For Your Ears video. Okay. I had already had the visual in mind by the time I had finished For Your Ears.
That's hard.
So when I had recorded it and I had sent it to my homie Hooli, shout out Adept Films, because that's my film team always and forever. There's nobody else who's gonna shoot any of my music videos. If I ever go up anytime, one of these niggas is coming with me. They really have been there since the very beginning, and they've been shooting all of my videos
the way
since
that
the
you
beginning,
need it to be.
bro. So shout out them niggas. If y'all need a video, go hit them niggas, bro.
There you go.
But I sent him the record, and I had said to him, I was like, yo, what's your availability? Da-da-da-da-da-da. And he's, he hit me back with it, and I'm like, all right, look, we this is where we gonna be at. I want to use this space that's out there in the lot for the video. He's like, that's it. I was like, that's it. We go from there. And whenever he pulls up, he has his already vision of it because he's already listened to the song too. So when he comes through, he's like, yo,
I got
where
this.
you want to go? Where are we starting? I'm like, all right, we're gonna start here. And as I work through the shoot in the video, if he sees something or he wants me to redo it again or what have you, we've gotten on that rapport where it's no issue for me to have to, I gotta shoot this 6 times, I gotta shoot this 7 more times, because you see something differently. You see something I can't see how he cuts it or whatever. So what y'all see is the same shit that I see, like just 2 days after me. I don't go through and be like, I want this. No.
That's that trust
You
factor.
feel me? I trust him enough to be like, yo, here's the treatment. And sometimes I may see a video and be like, yo, this particular section, I want our next video to be shot like this.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And it could be a 2-second, it could be like a 5-second clip that I saw, but the way it was angled or the way or whatever, and I'll just send it to him and show him. He'd be like, all right, we could try something like this. And he'll give me a variation of it, and I'll be like, that's what we doing.
There you go.
Because it's ours. That stamp becomes ours now. It becomes something that we did. You know what I mean? And I like to do different things. Like you said, like why did I choose the tux? Bro, I wrote the tux line before I even got the tux. So when I was like, this a tux, no cummerbund, I had already
to have the tux.
I already had that particular in mind.
Say
bro.
we need to crush it because the weed sticky like a honey bun.
Right, bro. Like those are real things, bro.
Real
like,
life, bro.
I
be hearing the Cole the crusher sometimes. Cole be like, I don't use no fucking crusher, but I be like, boy, that shit sticky, bro.
I get you a grinder, dog.
That shit sticky,
get you
bro.
a grinder, dog.
Yeah, we all come from the same time.
I feel you, though. Get that sticky on your fingers, bro. You be walking around later, and you be like, what that smell on my fingers?
Excuse me.
You always
thank God nobody was hurting this
man, you know what I mean?
But man, that's what I mean by like, it's like this album for me was kin to like Nip.
Yeah. That's mine.
What?
Which one?
His album.
Victory Lap.
Victory Lap. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like that's what you was going for. Like with the like celebratory part of it, you know what I mean? Like the whole album just
December
sounds like we made it. Yeah,
December was a rough month for me, and it was and not so much December like towards the end of the year for me. It was a lot of emotion that I had experienced, be it real face-to-face encounters with death.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like even on my own accord, and then losing my grandmother, and then
condolences.
Rest in peace, G moms.
Other family, you know what I mean? Other family, getting into close encounters and stuff like that. it was just such an emotional thing that to have
took it out on the music. Yeah, you took it out on the music
to a certain point. Mm-hmm. And I felt like it wasn't really just for me, but like in general, I felt like everybody was just. If it was like a certain energy that like we were all kind of like
a breath.
We made it out of 22.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like God, bro,
you can release.
You know, and I felt like like you said, it was very celebratory. My birthday's in December, so you know we was at the 40/40 club, and you know,
happy belated. My shit just passed last Saturday. Yeah,
oh, happy birthday, bro!
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
you know what I'm
it really was. It was high spirited. I don't want to say it was celebratory because like
we still gotta get there.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm still on the mission, bro.
Yeah, you give me like the era of like Black Hippie, Mac Miller. You know, remember that era, like 07, 08, 09? You get your sound is like that. You know what I mean? And I appreciate your music, bro.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate the work ethic.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
No, that's a fact, bro. His music is fire. You super lyrical. You know what I'm saying? And even when you like cause I listen to a lot of it, even like Me and Her. You like don't take no, you know what I mean?
Never.
A simple storyteller.
Yeah, bro.
And those are the rappers that I fall in love with, because I don't need I just need you to tell me what the fuck happened to you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm very
Ghetto Love is the lure that we live by. That's one of my favorite songs of all time, because the story that he's telling, he's telling you straight forward what happened.
Yeah,
it's just like
talking
song.
to you just with rhymes.
Yeah, bro.
Right,
so me and her. That's one of my tracks right there.
I appreciate that.
Heavy, and I know that's in the back catalog, right? That's like early, right?
Nah, that's actually this year. This year. Yep. That was the Black Phonzy.
That's crazy.
That project for me was fun to create. I had really got a chance to try something that was like a little bit different than what the average rapper and hip hop artist was doing.
Yeah.
It was very jazz, heavy bassline oriented.
On some like lo-fi type?
Nah, like on some real like jazz, like cello, drum set, like horns.
Even that
like,
song that I'm talking about, that Me and Her.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
it's a certain bop to that, to what he's saying.
Dog, it's a completely different energy than what's even for a female male song. Like, yo, that's my bitch song. Like, it's one of those songs that like you don't really. Yeah, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, dog. Like, it's
he did that to that.
It's really like it's like. Like what? Because the way it's the way it slaps, the way it hits,
right.
And it's just not that song. There's a song called Time Trials with the homie Fury, that heavy bass line, and it's like, you know what I mean. But the essence of that for me was like, you know, like we the new cool.
We cool.
You feel me? Like we the new cool. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what y'all doing over there.
Like so, like them shits could have fit it in
right.
Them songs could have fit in Queen and Slim movie,
bro. Like, because that was the essence was that era of like I'm very much big on like speakeasy style.
Yeah.
Rolling
like,
20s type shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
that's the time.
To where it was like you was only there because someone invited you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't just pull up.
You ain't pulling up, bro. You ain't just pulling up, bro. This ain't
out.
This ain't the whiskey, bro. Yeah. This ain't Lava Lounge.
So so real quick, I want to hear a little bit of you shouted him out when we was by the pool table. Weis Genius.
Right?
Talk to me about him, bro. He caught my ear.
A lot of people like my man. Brandon,
and you work with him a lot.
Yes.
I guess it's the same reason that a lot of people say, because he's super dope.
Bro, he's
So what's your relationship with him, and after that your relationship with Dizzy? Shout out to the boy Dizzy, man. Shout out to
Hollywood.
January 28th, go get y'all tickets, man. The guy is in the building, you heard?
World, nigga.
He in the building.
World, nigga.
Yeah. Just give me like a couple minutes on that real quick, cause I got one more question for you, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Shout out to homie Brain. Me and him met. I think it was like 2019.
These niggas got 142 points, bro.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm wild. I told you, bro.
My fault.
Nah, you straight. We said it, 150.
I said 140, 150.
So me and Brain met at a show in Harlem. I think in like 2019, I think 2020. It was like either just before the pandemic or just after the pandemic.
Fire.
And
Pandemic ain't stopped nothing, right?
Nah. And we had, the thing about the showcase that we had did was that everybody had sounded the same. And he was the only other person that sounded like me. And I was like, nah, I can't. I got it right. I was like, because he's doing songs and styles and renditions that I'm like, that's hard, bro. I'm like, what?
Why?
And don't get me wrong, no disrespect to anybody else who was at that event that night. You know what I mean? There was a ton of trap artists. There was another ton of drill artists. There was a ton of reggae artists, and everybody put their shit on. Like, you know what I mean? But I have to say, he and I were the only two that I could say were rapping. Like, we're doing it for a sense of like rapping. You know what I mean?
Art of rap.
Art of rap. Art of hip hop. So when we connected, I was just like, yo, bro, listen, I fuck with what you got going on. I heard your shit in there. Like, let's exchange shit. I would love to get you on a couple records if you fuck with. He was like, yo, bro, for real, like, I'm fucking with you. Bet. I think the first record that I sent to him, I can't even think of the name of it, but I sent it to him and he sent the shit back to me in like 2 days. And I was like, word? I was like, word? That was my thought process. And I'm gonna say it may have been like within a week, but like it felt like 2 days. Like, so I was like, all right, cool. Another tape come around. And I'm not someone to say no to a feature, and I'm not someone to be like, nah, I won't work with you. But I will say that if we don't have the same vision or the same worth ethic,
it's not gonna work.
And it's no disrespect to what y'all or how y'all work, but I just work at a different clip.
And I would like that same energy.
Not even respect it.
Respect it.
I don't need
Just
you to have the
respect
same
that.
energy. Respect it. If I come to you for a feature, understand that I'm and niggas know, bro. If I come to you with a feature, I'm coming to you, yo, here's the beat, here's the concept, my side is done. I need this back by this time. If you don't get it back to me by this time, I will be moving on with the project. It's not a personal thing. This is a craft thing.
You gotta
respect
get
the craft or get craft over. So when he started singing like that, I'm like, oh, I bet. And 9 times out of 10, I will get a pack. And if I hear something that I know I hear somebody else on, either A, I will give you the beat. B, I'll be like, yo, I need a verse. Or C, I'll be like, if I can't complete the song because I like the beat too, then
Let's do it together.
We do it together.
Have
Straight,
fun
plain
with
and
that.
simple, we do it together. Because in the sense, like, I know, and my homies, they know. Everybody who's been on a feature, if I've ever sent you something, you know, bro, the second that you press play, it's exactly who the thought process or the sound. You like, yo, this sound, this is it. Like, oh shit. And all I ask is, bro, you do your thing, bro. Don't try to mimic or do your part. Sometimes I may send you the beat with nothing on it and be like, yo, you take the lead on it and I'll come through on it.
Yeah.
And honestly, Weis was one of those niggas who I was able to just, yo, what's up, brother? I'm like, yo, I got 2 drinks. You got me? I'm like, yeah, bro, send them over. Boom, boom. Cool. It's going to be on this tape and it's going to be on this tape. Copy.
That's what's up.
And that's really how it stemmed.
That's real.
And now you could just feel the
and that's what I had said to him. I had said to him, I was like, bro.
Chemistry is there.
I said, bro, I was like, it's that time. And he was like, what you mean? I'm like, we got to craft something together. I was like, we have too many little pieces for me to not feel like we can't create something that's you and me, but it speaks both of us.
It usually works that way when you get like unplanned duels in hip hop. That's how Red and Rough started, really.
When you just have a good cohesiveness.
It's like, oh shit,
you know what I mean?
It's like
you say you got 16 more bars.
Oh man,
it's like relationships. When you're not looking for a relationship, the right one comes along, and it's like, oh shit.
And it's perfect.
So what about Dizzy?
Dizzy the same way, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. When he said what he said, when you was like, yo, and Dizzy, I'm like, what he just said, that's Dizzy, because I know.
Because when Dizzy tell me,
so when Dizzy tell me, how Dizzy, like that's life with Dizzy.
Yeah. We know Dizzy forever. Music. So when Dizzy tell me, yo, that nigga work, I'm like, Dizzy telling me a nigga work?
Yeah,
I know it's real.
He ain't just gonna say that for anybody.
So. I think I had just kind of got back into the swing of like recording and everything or whatever, and I had linked back up with Big Dog, and he was like, "Yo, pull up to the studio, like niggas is here." I'm like, I bet, you know what I mean? Hadn't been a minute, see niggas, whatever, and I walk in. This nigga's sitting on the stool or some shit like that, and I'm like, yo, and I don't have no ill feelings to anybody I don't know, bro. So like, my energy may come off crazy to niggas, or it may come off just a lot or whatever. But when I was like, yo, and he dapped me up, that our energies matched each other.
Yeah.
And I knew from that moment right there, I was like, yeah. I don't know who you are, my nigga, but some shit's about to happen between us. I can feel
that's
that.
That's Dizzy.
And they was working on the Bad Boys mixtape, him and Fury mixtape.
Okay.
And I was like, kind of just coming in just to be in the room, really, whatever. And nigga Killer was like, yo, this nigga rap too, bro. Nigga was like, oh, word, you rap? I'm like, yeah, man. So he's like, what's up? You got bars, whatever. I'm like, what's up? You got a track? Like,
he like trying to test niggas the fuck out of here.
Right. So like, and here's my thing. Like I said, I'm not a battle rapper, but I always got bars for a verse.
For an occasion, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
rap. Is that rap? What?
Oh, bro. Oh, word. This the word. Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah. Here we go.
Done. What's up? Who next? And that's really what it was. He was like, yo, this ain't third. So I'm like, I do a verse for you, you gotta do a verse for me then. Say less. So I did I forgot what song it was that we had did, me, him, I think it's me, him, Blues, and Casino on the same song. I forgot the name of the song. Blue Streak, that's what it is.
Shout out to Blues, he on the bill too.
Shout out Blue, shout out Casino. And I was like, all right, bet. Did that verse for him. He was like, okay, like, cause I wrote it on the spot and recorded it on the spot. Like, same day. Like I didn't leave, didn't go nowhere, nothing. Walked in the shit, was sitting there for probably like maybe a half hour, smoking, chilling. He talking, whatever, wrote the shit, recorded it, done. So I hit him, I'm like, yo, here's this track. It's a track called Sailor Moon. He like, bro, this shit hard, man. This shit what? And he like, yo, can you, he like, yo, can you, I was like, yo, look. I walked in the room and he was, we instantly, we clicked. And it was really just from there, like I said, we went on a tear. Like, he was like, bro, let's get together. I was pulling up on him. I think I pulled up to Dizzy crib like 4 times for like a 3-hour session.
Wow.
And granted, some of the session was really, us just chopping it, but we created that project from Paris with Love. and it was really his idea. He gave me the vision, and you know, I had the tools, but we worked together on it. And you know what I mean? And brought the project to life. And really gave it the overall essence. And you know, he been my brother ever since. You know, and we really gonna always look out for each other. You know, he hit me for this shit. You know, and I be hitting him for other stuff. So you know,
that's how it's supposed to go.
Shout out to Dizzy, man.
If you need me, bro, and I can help you get above me, bro, go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna.
That's a fact. That's why we started this platform, the podcast, because like we was talking earlier, we couldn't contribute to music in the way we wanted to, like rap or nothing like that. And then finding the podcast lane is like, yo, we know mad talented people that we could just have sit down and share their talent with everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
It's my outlet. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we here for now. Even with these events and doing this, that just opens a whole nother path.
Yeah,
that's facts, because it definitely helps with networking, man.
Yeah.
Like when you do events, like, you know, with the movie, it's really gonna be a time where we really could capitalize on something. The next one don't gotta be a versus. It could really be a straight up showcase. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. We did like this summer. We did straight up showcases. We did 4. So you know, we had artists on the bills. The last one we did was for Christmas. I told people, if you come to the door with a toy or clothing for kids, you get in half off. And you know, we got a basket full. We took it to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So then that's why this idea spawned, was like a versus. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that's on the bill again, man. Money Hungry Ty, Black Casino, Dolly Tyson, Yetta Cortez, Alpha Man, Blues Dollars, and y'all already know the main event, RBN Bizzle versus Dizzy Spades, man.
Hollywood.
It's about to get crazy. You got anything specific you want to give to the people before we get out of here? Give them your Instagrams and everything like that.
Y'all can follow me on all my socials, Pepe Alphonso. You know what it is. Definitely go tap into that Alpha World, the collective. You know, go get you some of these fine.
And Alpha World Music Group, that's your label?
Yeah, Alpha World Recording Company.
Sorry.
So that's
fire.
Other than that, you know, just keep your eyes peeled. Go check the latest work, Phonzerelli, World Intel. You know what I mean? Some videos out, always.
And we appreciate you for coming on to the platform.
Facts, I appreciate
that's
y'all
a
for
fact,
having
bro.
me, you know?
And it definitely won't be the last time. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you feel
it's
like
only the introduction.
Whenever you feel like you got something you need to promote or anything, holla at us, man.
We always
guess, I'm in for that smokers one too. So
that's a fact. And we're gonna we mobile, so we'll do that in a different location where we could get crazy with it while we on the camera. You know what I'm saying? That's
got my digits, nigga. Let's go, man.
Let's do it.
Hit the homie, bro. World shit for life.
That's a fact. So for Alpha Man, for Dawn Core, it's D-Rick and Hippie. And y'all already know what we about to do. We about to get up out of here. We might roll 1 or 2 real quick. You know what I'm saying, man? We out of here.
Cause the weed so sticky like a honey bun. You ain't want none, well it's more for me. And I'm glad that you ain't being troublesome. There's a tux, no cummerbund. Steven made the beat, so you know I get it drummer some. Pretty women, yeah, I'm